word of the day is amulet, spelled A-M-U-L-E-T. Amulet. Amulet has one alternate pronunciation, amulet. Amulet is a noun that simply derives from Latin amuletum. An amulet is a small bracelet-like object worn to protect the wearer, as in, on the Hindu festival of Raksha Bandhan, sisters tie an amulet, which is called the Rakhi, around the wrists of their brothers, symbolically protecting them. So, happy Raksha Bandhan, everyone! The plural of amulet is amulets. Once again, today's word of the day is amulet, spelled A-M-U-L-E-T. Amulet. Today's word of the day is vitreous, spelled V-I-T-R-E-O-U-S. Vitreous. Vitreous is an adjective that derives from Latin vitreus, from vitrum, meaning glass. Vitreous means having a glassy look, as in, the mineral had a vitreous luster, which made it look very transparent. Once again, today's word of the day is vitreous, spelled V-I-T-R-E-O-U-S. Vitreous. Today's word of the day is reciprocate, spelled R-E-C-I-P-R-O-C-A-T-E. Reciprocate. Reciprocate is a verb that derives from Latin reciprocatus, which is the past participle of reciprocare, meaning to move back and forth, from reciprocus, meaning alternating. To reciprocate is to give in return, as in, the infant reciprocated his mother's expressions, smiling when she smiled and giggling when she giggled. Once again, today's word of the day is reciprocate, spelled R-E-C-I-P-R-O-C-A-T-E. Reciprocate. Today's word of the day is decoy, spelled D-E-C-O-Y. Decoy. There are two alternate pronunciations for decoy. Decoy, decoy. Decoy is a noun that derives probably from Dutch de kooi, literally meaning the cage, from de meaning the, plus kooi meaning cage, from Middle Dutch kooi, from Latin cavia meaning cage or coop. A decoy is something intended to lure into a trap, as in, the United States Secret Service always flies in an extra decoy Air Force One whenever the president travels, so you don't know which one the president is actually in. The plural of decoy is decoys. Once again, today's word of the day is decoy, spelled D-E-C-O-Y. Decoy. Today's word of the day is renege, spelled R-E-N-E-G-E. Renege. Renege has three alternate pronunciations. Renege, renege, renege. Renege is a verb that simply derives from medieval Latin renegare. To renege is to deny or renounce something, as in, she had to renege on her promise to meet her friend that day since she had a family emergency. Renege has two synonyms, retract, decline. Once again, today's word of the day is renege, spelled R-E-N-E-G-E. Renege. Today's word of the day is anniversary, spelled A-N-N-I-V-E-R-S-A-R-Y. Anniversary. Anniversary is a noun that derives from Middle English anniversary, meaning anniversary, from Latin anniversarius, meaning anniversary, from annus, meaning year, and versus, which is the past participle of vertere, meaning to turn. An anniversary is the day on which a past event occurred or happened, as in, yesterday, August 9th, 2020, was the 1-year anniversary of Akash's Word of the Day. Thank you so much, everybody, for all your support over this 1 year. It was so much fun making Word of the Days, and I'm super happy we made it to 1 year. Can't wait for the next year. The plural of anniversary is anniversaries. Once again, today's word of the day is anniversary, spelled A-N-N-I-V-E-R-S-A-R-Y. Anniversary. Today's word of the day is lunasaur, spelled L-U-N-I-S-O-L-A-R. Lunasaur. Lunasaur has one alternate pronunciation, lunasolar. Lunasaur is an adjective that derives from Latin luna, meaning moon, plus English solar, meaning relating to the sun, from Middle English solar, from Latin solaris, from sol, meaning sun, plus aris, meaning relating to. Lunasaur means related to the effects of both the moon and the sun jointly, as in, as per the lunisolar calendar, Hindu deity Krishna's birthday, also called Janmashtami, usually falls between August and September. Once again, today's word of the day is lunasaur, spelled L-U-N-I-S-O-L-A-R. Lunasaur. Today's word of the day is reminiscent, spelled R-E-M-I-N-I-S-C-E-N-T. Reminiscent. Reminiscent is an adjective that derives from Latin reminiscence, meaning memory, which is the present participle of reminisci, meaning to remember, from re, meaning again, and minici, which is the root of mince, meaning mind. Reminiscent means resembling something or someone else previously seen, as in, the book he'd read felt reminiscent to one he remembered his mother reading to him. Once again, today's word of the day is reminiscent, spelled R-E-M-I-N-I-S-C-E-N-T. Reminiscent. Today's word of the day is congruous, spelled C-O-N-G-R-U-O-U-S. Congruous. Congruous has one alternate pronunciation, congruous. Congruous is an adjective that derives from Latin congruous, from congruere, meaning to come together, from com, meaning together, plus gruere, from inguere, meaning to attack. Congruous is in agreement, harmony, or in a way that matches, as in, the two parties, the Republican and the Democratic, are congruous on working together to pass the bill. Once again, today's word of the day is congruous, spelled C-O-N-G-R-U-O-U-S. Congruous. Today's word of the day is gallantry, spelled G-A-L-L-A-N-T-R-Y. Gallantry. Gallantry is a noun that derives from English gallant, meaning courageous, from Middle English gallant, from Middle French galant. Gallantry is a markedly courteous or courageous act, as in, his gallantry was caught the eye of the nation and he was presented the country's highest honor for his bravery. By the way, happy Independence Day! Once again, today's word of the day is gallantry, spelled G-A-L-L-A-N-T-R-Y. Gallantry. Today's word of the day is dilapidated, spelled Dilapidated. Dilapidated. Dilapidated is an adjective that derives from Latin dilapidatus, the past participle of dilapidare, meaning to throw away, from dis, meaning apart, plus lapidare, meaning to throw stones, from lapis, meaning stone. Now, dilapidated means abandoned or decayed, as in, the girl decided to explore the dilapidated building and she was curious of what was inside it. Once again, today's word of the day is dilapidated, spelled Dilapidated. Dilapidated. Today's word of the day is the, spelled Voeu. The. The has two alternate pronunciations. The. The is a noun that derives from French vœu, meaning vow or wish, from Old French vow. The is a proposal made by a country to an international body, as in, Taiwan's vœu to the United Nations to be recognized as an independent country has been rejected 15 times until now. The plural of the is the. It can also be pronounced vuz, ver, vers, and vuz. Once again, today's word of the day is the, spelled Voeu. The. Today's word of the day is catapult, spelled Catapult. Catapult. Catapult is a noun that derives from Middle French catapulte, from Latin catapulta, which is a modification of Greek katapaltes, from kata, meaning down, plus paltes, from palene, meaning to hurl. A catapult is a ballistic device used to launch a projectile to a great distance, as in, King Ajatashatru of Magadha in North India used a catapult to defeat his enemies during the 4th century BCE. Catapult has one alternate pronunciation, catapult. The plural of catapult is catapults. Once again, today's word of the day is catapult, spelled Catapult. Catapult. Today's word of the day is apartheid, spelled Apartheid. Apartheid. Apartheid has one alternate pronunciation, apartheid. Apartheid is a noun that derives from Afrikaans apartheid, meaning separateness, from Dutch apart, meaning apart or separate, which further derives from French apart, meaning apart, and hide, meaning state of something. Now, apartheid is racial segregation, specifically that of South Africa between 1948 and 1991, as in, Nelson Mandela was one of the main leaders of the apartheid resistance movement in South Africa. Once again, today's word of the day is apartheid, spelled Apartheid. Apartheid. Today's word of the day is fervor, spelled Fervor. Fervor. Fervor is a noun that derives from Middle English fervor, from Middle French fervor, from Latin fervor, from fervere, meaning to boil. Fervor means with passion or intensity, as in, Hindus around the world celebrate the festival of Ganesh Chaturthi today with great fervor. So, happy Ganesh Chaturthi, everyone! Once again, today's word of the day is fervor, spelled Fervor. Fervor. Today's word of the day is roulette, spelled R-O-U-L-E-T-T-E. Roulette. Roulette is a noun that derives from French roulette, meaning small wheel, from Old French roulette, which is the diminutive of rü'let, also meaning small wheel, from late Latin rotella, which is the diminutive of Latin rota, meaning wheel. This means that the word roulette has gone through two diminutive forms, or small end. One was rota, meaning wheel, turned into rotella, and then the next one would be roulette in Old French, becoming roulette, which eventually became roulette. Now, roulette is a gambling game in which players bet on a spinning wheel with a ball rolling in the opposite direction. As in, my friend bet $5 on 17 black, but the roulette ball ended up on 18 red. Once again, today's word of the day is roulette, spelled R-O-U-L-E-T-T-E. Roulette. Today's word of the day is camaieux, spelled C-A-M-A-I-E-U-X. Camaieux. Camaieux is a noun that derives from Middle French camailleux, which is a word that is related to Italian cameo. Camaieux is a painting, drawing, or a photograph made in one color. As in the modern world, camaieux paintings became a thing of the past, a retro thing. The synonym of camaieux is monochrome. Once again, today's word of the day is camaieux, spelled C-A-M-A-I-E-U-X. Camaieux. Today's word of the day is candid, spelled C-A-N-D-I-D. Candid. Candid is an adjective that derives from French candide, from Latin candidus, meaning white or bright, from candere, meaning to shine. Candid means honestly sincere and straightforward in expression. As in, the boy was very candid when talking to his teacher. The synonyms for candid include frank and openly. Once again, today's word of the day is candid, spelled C-A-N-D-I-D. Candid. Today's word of the day is palmettos, spelled P-A-L-M-E-T-T-O-S. Palmettos. Palmettos is a noun plural that derives from an alteration of English palmitos, meaning palmetto, from the Spanish word palmito, which is the diminutive of palma, meaning palm tree, from Latin palma, meaning palm of the hand. It was named that because the vibrant leaves of the palm tree looked a lot like the palm of a hand and the fingers. So that's why it was called that. Now, palmettos are simply just low-growing palm trees, as in, the palmettos surrounding the resort were very beautiful indeed. The singular form of palmettos is palmetto. Once again, today's word of the day is palmettos, spelled P-A-L-M-E-T-T-O-S. Palmettos. Today's word of the day is Fervor, spelled F-E-O-F-F-O-R. Fervor. Fervor is a noun that derives from Middle English fervor, from Anglo-French fervor, from Old French fever, from fief, meaning feudal estate, from Old English fio, meaning cattle. So it comes all the way back to the word cattle in Old English, fur. Now, fervor has one alternate pronunciation, fervor. A fervor is one that grants a piece of land called a fee in the feudal system. As in, after much elaborating discussions, the fervor and his client came to an agreement on the land. The plural of fervor is fervors. Once again, today's word of the day is fervor, spelled F-E-O-F-F-O-R. Fervor. Today's word of the day is quintessential, spelled Quintessential. Quintessential. Quintessential is an adjective that derives from Middle English, from Middle French, quinte essence, from Medieval Latin, quinta essentia, from Latin quintus meaning fifth plus essentia meaning essence. Quintessential means essential and ideal, as in former Indian cricket captain MS Dhoni, who retired on August 15, 2020, has played a quintessential role in winning the World Cups of all three formats for India. Once again, today's word of the day is quintessential, spelled Quintessential. Quintessential.